Hello, you welcome to my channel, and my name is Dora. If you're just coming across this channel for the first time, thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope that before the end of this video you will have a reason to press that subscribe button and the notification button so that from time to time when I have any new or informative discussion, you will always be the first to know. Now, this is not something I really do on this channel, but if you have just watched one of the videos I did last, you will see where I said I will be branching out into something different once in a while on this channel, and that is reaction videos. Today, I would like to react on this issue between Kora Obidi and her husband, Justine. Now, if we have been following these marital issues of theirs recently, you will discover that ever since Kora and her husband had issues and they decided to go their separate ways, or rather, Justine decided to leave the house after Kora just had a baby. Justine has always been the one speaking out. He's always been the one talking. He's always been the one expressing how he feels about the situation, how he feels about the breakup of his marriage, how he feels about how Kora is treating him, maltreating him according to him, because these are still allegations. They are not confirmed yet. And when I say they are not confirmed, is because Kora, on the other hand, is not really saying much. She is not really saying anything. She is not really defending herself so much as Justine is dishing out the accusations. So initially, when Justine left the house, when Justine left the marriage, when Justine moved out of the house, Justine went all out on the social media platform, especially Instagram, saying exactly what he's been through, how Kora has been abusing him, that Kora is narcissist, that Kora is a manipulator, Kora is this, Kora is that, and Justine has been talking. And to be very honest with you, initially when all this started, and just because of how outspoken Justine has been, I for one took sides with Justine. I took sides with him 70%, because I felt that it's very easy for us to believe women when we say we have endured domestic violence, when we say we have endured marital pressures and all that. The society, the world tends to believe us very well, but it's kind of hard to take in when a man is saying this. We really don't give so much attention to men when they cry out about what they're facing in their homes, when they cry out about the issues they're going through in the hands of their women. We tend to believe that men are some sort of superheroes that shouldn't cry. We tend to believe that men are strong, and that when we see a teardrop from their eyes means they are now weak. We do not want to tag this we would not want to put a tag on men as being weak, the weaker vessel. We believe the women are supposed to be the weaker vessel and the men should be the strong, macho ones. So when we see a man speak out, when we see a man cry out to the society, to the public, on what he's going through, we tag him a mommy's boy, so to speak. So when Justine came out and said all what he said, and he was so emotional about it, soft-spoken and all that, I just felt to myself, well, for this man to have come out and said all this, who knows what he was going through in the house? Could it be that Justine was really suffering a lot of emotional trauma? Could it be that Kora is using her influence, is using her fame, is using her energy and all that to suppress this quiet man indoors? Could it be that he's been enduring all this for years and now he just feels like, no, this whole matter is choking me, I have to speak up? There were a lot of questions ringing in my head at that time. And then I just came to this conclusion that Justine is the victim. And for the reason that Kora is not speaking out, maybe she doesn't have anything to say, or maybe, yeah, Justine has said it all. So Kora, she's run out of words. She does not have anything to defend herself on that or no, So I somehow danced to Justine's tune, because he comes out to be this very cool, quiet guy, and I don't know how to explain it, but I was just going by the physical presentation, his facial impressions and all that. I was going by his quiet demeanor, his quiet, silent attitude. Then after a while, Justine, began to do his thing on his own, do his live videos, just live his life. And then I thought, okay, wow, well, fine. Marriages, not all marriages are meant to last. Not all marriages are meant to have a happy ending. If they have decided to go the separate ways and do their things, everybody just be on your own, but just respect each other's spaces. That's fine. And then the next one, we saw Justine having the children over for a while. And when I saw that particular video, I was like, wow, that's good. At least they are coming to some kind of understanding between themselves. They are coming to realize that as adults, even if we quarrel, even if we have issues, we should not bring the children inside. We should not involve the kids in our madness. We should not involve the kids in our misunderstanding. So I thought that, well, yeah, maturity is beginning to work in the life of these two people. But waking up this morning and seeing this new gist now, that Kora has kind of restricted Justine from coming to see the children, or from coming over for a while. And then I decided to find out what led to that. And then I discovered, if you have not seen this news, I think you should go on Instagram or just go on social media. It's all over the news now. And then I discovered that Justine took these babies, took these kids, the children with him, and he was supposed to have them for a short while, knowing fully well that the second child, the baby, is just a month old. The baby is a baby. Like, that is a baby. 1 month old is as good as not even coming out from the belly at all. It's still fresh. But Justine took these two children over to his, and I think the agreement between them was he was supposed to have them for a short while and bring them back because the baby is still breastfeeding. But Justine held on to these children for days and only just brought them back yesterday, Thursday. And because Kora didn't like this, knowing fully well that this baby is still breastfeeding and all that, she spoke out, and they had this misunderstanding between them. And Justine is threatening, or rather was threatening, to take full custody of these children. Now, this is where the issue comes out. When I saw the video trending online now about how Justine was talking to Kora, was using some foul languages on her, and Kora was saying, you shouldn't use those kind of words on me in front of the children, and Justine was still going on and cursing and using all those vulgar words and whatever on her. Now, something spoke to me. I just said to myself, wow, no. This video, there's something about this video. This is not the Dean. This is not the Justine that the social media has been showing us. This is not the Justine that has been talking on Instagram all this while. This is not the Justine I thought we know. He was so completely different. The way he was talking, the way he was shouting, the way he was raking, his attitude, it's all, I don't know how to explain it. It's all reeked of the real narcissistic behavior. There was something about him. He was just so fiery. Like when someone is, yeah, I understand quite all right that two of them are not, in good terms. Yes, I understand that, fine. That there's an issue. But from the way he spoke, I just said to myself, I'm beginning to see a different version of this man. Could this man actually be what he is claiming to be, or what he has been claiming or explaining to us that he is? Could this actually be the real Justine that has been captured on camera? Could this actually be the real him? Because the way he was talking, the way he was shouting, the way he was raking and doing all of that, It just something, there was something off about him. There was something, it was not the calm Justine we used to know. This one was like the real person that has just been hiding behind cameras to do what he wanted to do, to pretend to the public that he is this calm, and all that sort of guy. I want you to watch this little clip. Then I'll come back and explain to you what I'm trying to say. There was something shocking about this video. Watch on.
Go ahead. I'll explain to you. Go ahead, Justine. Go ahead. So go anywhere. Okay, go ahead. Okay? This is the way the law works in the state of California. I explained this to Kora. I'll explain it to you. And when the police get here, they will side with me, I guarantee you, because I have a lawyer telling me this. This is not my opinion. I haven't Googled this. This is a divorce attorney telling me this. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yes. Whoever has custody of the kids at the moment the divorce is filed has custody of the kids until you go before a judge. That's why I was going to get a restraining order on Kora, to make sure that I had custody. When did you have custody? I don't want us to interrupt. I have questions too. The kids have been with me the last 2 days. Yes? And you filed the last 2 days? Yes. Justine, the kids were with you. Wow. So this was your intention of the whole plan? My intention is to protect my children. Let me finish and you'll understand. Okay, yeah, that's why. So, because I have questions. You guys have questions. It's all making sense to me. Yes, yes. So whoever serves the church, whoever has custody of the kids, okay, when you give the divorce, has custody of the kids until you go before a judge. Correct, you're right. But I don't know what the situation is right now. But calm down, Justin. I'm taking the kids, and as long as there's not a problem, she needs to be out of here tomorrow. That's our agreement. You want to take action on me? Yes, of course. Look, breastfeeding. Look. I'm sure. Took the kids for 2 days just so he could file for divorce while they were. No. I'm taking the kids now. No, that's why he took the kids the other day. Yeah. You understand? No, I told you I understand what you're saying. So therefore, that's why he took the kids the other day. That's why I took the kids to file divorce, and I have custody.
Leave this place.
A narcissist is a disrespectful, insensitive, controlling, a bully.
In front of my kids.
You're a in front of my kids because you regret these children. You didn't even look at that one. I held that one for the first half hour of their life.
You can't do that. You can't call me that in front of my kids.
I will call you a whore, a slut in front of my kids until they're 18 years old. Because that's what you are.
Now, after watching this clip, I just said to myself, if this guy could shout like this, rake like this, talk like this, there's so much, the anger that was in him when he was talking, the way he was, the kind of words he was using on this woman, as if he was talking to a roadside prostitute, as if he was just talking to someone he picked from the gutters, as if it was so demeaning. Like, this is somebody you claim to, you loved okay, let us assume it's in the past. It's somebody you loved. It's somebody you have children with. It's somebody you have lived with. It's somebody you were married to. This is not a live-in lover. You were married. And you had the guts to rain this kind of words, using the words such as sluts and whore and other word on your wife. Like, I just said, if this man could do this in public, only God knows what he has been doing behind closed doors. Only God knows the kind of abuse this girl might have been receiving behind closed doors. And for the fact she's not been speaking out, could it be that she didn't want to make this man feel bad? So let her just suck it in, take all the insults everyone is throwing at her, and just move on and pretend nothing is happening. Because, you see, that's my problem. That's my issue. That's the issue I have with a lot of people that are very quiet. It's good to be quiet. It's good to have a quiet attitude and all that. But sometimes being too quiet is not the best way to go. Sometimes being too silent is not the right thing to do. Because some people will take your quietness, your silent nature for yes. They'll take it for a yes. They'll take it for yeah. Okay, fine. If she's quiet about it, then it's actually true what the opponent is saying. I am not saying Kora should come and be telling the whole world from day to day what's happening in her home or come and explain to everybody. She has the right to keep silent. She has the right to her privacy, her family privacy. She has those rights. But I'm beginning to think it's her silence now that is giving Justine the upper hand to bully her in public. Because from this video, what I see here is all about bullying and intimidation. He's trying to intimidate that girl. He's trying to suppress her into silence. He's trying to shut her up. From the video, you could see if this guy could talk in this tone, if this guy could speak like this, if this guy could, irrespective of who is even around, you could tell that it's like there's no respect between them in the first place. There is no atom of respect, no atom of love from what I'm seeing. There was a different video that had come out earlier on. This was when they just started having problems. When Justine was actually recording Kora and he was telling her, repeat what you just said. Repeat it, repeat it. His voice, his tone, everything was, he's always on the loud side when he's with Kora. He's always loud. He's always the one like speaking. His voice is always the loud one. But when he's alone doing his live videos and doing his social media things, he's always calm, acting like the victim, always soft-spoken. His tone is low. He's always acting like, I'm the one that should be pitied. I want your sympathy. Social media people, you guys should stand for me and all that. So I'm beginning to think something is not adding up here. Something is not right. Something is just not right. Is he just doing all these social media stunts just for everyone to dance to his tune, to stand behind him and let him get all the support he needs? Then in the real life, in the real time, when he goes to Kora, it's a different ball game. He's the lion. He's the one screaming and trying to silence her. Is that what exactly is happening? Because this particular video that just came out this morning, there are questions that are not yet answered. Something is not clear. Something is really not clear. Something is really not clear. But something else I have also come to understand in their issue, and the both of them, is that when initially Justine moved out, after a while, when he said, he wanted Kora to apologize. He has said it indirectly that, he would have, it's not like he said it, come, Kora, apologize to me. But he said it indirectly. He was expecting Kora to be sober, remorseful, and apologize. But Kora has disappointed him. Kora has not apologized. And from the look of things, Kora is not willing to apologize. Could all this be annoying Justine the more? Maybe he's feeling, wow, what's this girl feeling like? So she does not want to come and apologize. She does not want to humble herself and do this. She does not want to humble herself and come. Who knows what he's thinking? But it's very, very obvious from the look of things that Kora has moved on. Like, she has moved on. From what I can see about Kora right now, I think she can't be bothered about what people are saying again online. It's not adding anything to her. Neither is it removing anything to her. Rather, she's enjoying her social media space. She's just enjoying herself. The girl, like, she just can't be bothered. She does not want to be stressed. She doesn't want to be stressed. She doesn't just want to be stressed. She has moved on. So I do not really understand the nitty-gritty of all this, their marriage issue. But if I were Justine, honestly, I would concentrate in building myself. I will concentrate in my job. He said he's a doctor. Yeah, concentrate on that. That's your job. Kora has given you a platform, a social media platform, to be heard. She has actually brought him out. The world can actually see him now. He's popular. Just type Justine Dean on Google and you will see the word written popular now under his name. He's popular. So if I were him, I would take advantage of this time, of this popularity, of this fame, to make money, to build my career, to build myself, to just keep building. Because things change. Maybe in the next 2-3 months now, nobody will be talking about Justine Dean again. In the next 2-3 months now, his fame may just dwindle. In the next 2-3 months now, nobody will have the time. A different topic will just come and take over social media, and that topic will be history. So if I were him, I would not go around fighting who is not coming back, and I will forget about all these marriage issues for now. Concentrate on building myself, building my career, move on. If Perchance God wants them to come back. If God wants them to reconcile and move on together, fine. But if it is not the will of God, move on. I've never seen anybody that died because their marriage broke up. So my own issue, my take on this is that Justine, from the way I'm seeing all this, is not really, I don't know how to explain it, but this video kind of shocked me. It brought out a different perspective of who Justine is. It brought out a different perspective. Could he have done it because he was angry? Maybe he lost his temper. Was something said before was something said that triggered this outburst in him for him to have said everything he said to the wife? Was something said before that was not recorded? Or is this just the real Justine that is on camera? That is this the real him, and he's actually been pretending to everyone behind? There's some things are really not adding up. So as far as I'm concerned, it's only two of them, because in the issue of marriage, relationship, or anything, I usually do not like to get involved even if the person involved is my brother or my sister and they're having issues with their husbands or their wives. I like to stand neutral, because relationship matter, they get K-leg every time. It's always good to be neutral, because the day they will reconcile, it is your head they will use to do the reconciliation. So just stand aside and be looking. Don't get too involved. Just be looking at them. All you can do is to give advice to the both of them. The one that is wrong, you tell that one that he is wrong or she is wrong. See how you can amend. The one that is right, you tell that one that you are doing well, but please take it easy so that the other person will do well and meet up to you. But do not beat one person over the other. Try as much as possible to stand neutral. So that's my take on this Kora and Justine's matter. I do hope that they just come to some sort of mature, stand someday, because the whole thing is getting messy now. With Kora now giving some kind of restrictions on Justine not seeing the children or not coming around for a while. I just hope it doesn't catapult into something more serious in future. So that's my take. That's just my own opinion. I'm not a judge to mediate on issues like this, but judging from what has been flying on social media of recent, I just kind of put one and one together to come up to this conclusion. So thank you very much for watching this. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly press the red subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Thank you and have a good day.